Buongiorno amici Passion for Fun, siamo finalmente con il grande John Romita Jr. Thank you master for your availability.
È un piacere.
Siamo qui a Dell'Etna Comics con John Romita Jr, celebre fumettista americano e famoso per la sua versione di Spider-Man, ma anche di Daredevil. Thank you master. Qual è stato il tuo primo ricordo legato al mondo dei fumetti? Parlaci del tuo percorso formativo per diventare l'artista che sei diventato oggi.
Excellent question. When I was very young, 6 or 7 years old, I had nightmares, so I went up to my father's office in the attic.
In the Eden.
You pull the stairs down and you climb, and I was crying. And my father was drawing a Daredevil cover, and it was number 12, I believe. And I had never seen him draw superheroes before that. It was always romance comics. So my brother and I did not have any interest. But I went up and I watched him draw Daredevil. And then he sat me down, tried to calm me down, and explained to me about superheroes and that Daredevil was blind. And he said my mouth dropped open, and all of a sudden I was interested, and I began to draw on the floor. I was 6 or 7 years old. That is the first memory and the most important memory to me.
È stato più un ostacolo o uno stimolo doverti subito confrontare col talento di tuo padre? Come è stato cimentarsi dopo di lui a disegnare Daredevil?
Another good question.
Okay.
And to draw anything that my father had done previously is very humbling. But he never made me feel uncomfortable. He always supported me. He's the most brilliant artist I have ever met in my life. Beyond cartooning, paintings, illustrations, brilliant. It means that I was always concerned, and he never made me feel uncomfortable. He always supported me. So any fear and intimidation I had was self-imposed, not because of him. But I became a better artist because of it.
Okay. And for Daredevil?
I've never became as good an artist on any of the characters that he did first. It's very simple. It's like going to a museum. I'm an artist, but I go to any museum in Europe, in America, and I feel this big because there are so many people better than me, and which is the greatest bit of advice my father gave me.
This is your secret.
He said there's always somebody smarter, bigger, stronger, better look. Well, not better looking, but better artist than you. And he said, accept it, and it will make you a better artist. And he was correct.
Good answer.
Thank you. Grazie.
Qual è il tuo rapporto con Spider-Man? Cosa ti ha lasciato come personaggio e cosa invece ha impresso di tuo nelle sue storie?
That's another wonderful question. He is a brother, Fredo. He's a brother to me because I grew up in a neighborhood that Spider-Man lived. When my father drove us around the city just for fun and said, that's where Spider-Man lives. We were very young, and he became a part of the family. And it was wonderful because it was everywhere. I had met Stan Lee, we spoke about Spider-Man. We would draw buildings close to where we lived. And then the most important thing was when people found out that my father drew Spider-Man, it was suddenly a great conversation piece, and we became popular, if you understand what I mean. People would ask us questions. I said, oh, this is fun, I like this. That's because of my father and my mother and the family, and Spider-Man is part of the family.
Come è stato tornare a disegnarlo in occasione del 60° anniversario del 2021?
The most important thing about changing companies was how much I missed working at Marvel and doing Spider-Man. When I returned, it felt wonderful. And then to coordinate it with the 60th anniversary was special to me. And I did not regret my change of companies, but I embraced completely the return to Marvel. I'm very, very happy.
Ti piacerebbe lavorare ad un crossover con Rick Leonardi fra i due Spider-Man?
No, because he's a better artist than me. I don't like him. I'm proud to know Rick. He's a brilliant artist. I would love to.
Qual è la tua versione di Spider-Man preferito o il suo costume che ti piace di più?
My favorite version of Spider-Man is my father's version of Spider-Man. And the suit that I embrace is the original costume, bar none.
Com'è stato conoscere il mitico Stan Lee? Hai per caso un aneddoto da raccontarci?
Yes, I do. My father's name is the same as mine. And Stan Lee, a colorful character, to say the least. Whenever he saw me, he would say, "Hello, kid. What's your name again?" And I think he meant it. He would forget what my name was, and yet he knew my father for 50 years and knew what my father's name was. But he was never malicious. He was just colorful. Capito?
Hai lavorato assieme a grandi nomi del mondo dei fumetti. Come riesci a collaborare sempre con persone diverse?
They owe me money. They have to. They have no choice. I'm Sicilian, so they are afraid of me.
You are friendly.
I've been very lucky, and I've been told by a few of these brilliant people that they love the work that I do. And it's as simple as that. I love their work, they love my work, because I can also tell a story very well. My storytelling is better than my art, and it makes the art look better. As simple as that.
Hai anche lavorato a personaggi della DC come Batman e Superman. Quali differenze hai notato fra la Marvel e la DC, appunto?
The Marvel characters were better, deeper characters. Now Batman is the best character at DC because it had such a great history. Superman I felt was boring, which is why Spider-Man created for that purpose alone is the opposite of Superman. Superman was perfect, Spider-Man was imperfect. I think Batman is their best character, but I found out when I began to draw them, I was doing the same thing I was doing at Marvel, only with different costumes. As simple as that. But I'm a fan of Batman because of the strength of the character that they created.
He's human.
He's human. And interestingly enough, Marvel had characters much the same as Batman. Spider-Man was created because of Superman. Many other characters at Marvel were created because of Batman. Stan Lee was no dummy. Brilliant. He used what he had seen as an early creator and created from it. Look at the Green Goblin was based on the Joker.
Yeah.
Spider-Man became because of Superman. Tony Stark is Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Very similar, brilliant. Shows you how great the characters were at DC, but how great Stan Lee was.
Really impressive. Come vedi lo stato attuale del mondo dei fumetti?
The artists are better, the production is better, and the stories always are better. Because writers and artists always improve with age. If you don't improve, you get worse. My father told me this. If you get full of yourself, he says, I will slap you around. He says, don't ever get full of yourself because you will never get better if you get cocky. He says, that's where he said to me, there's always somebody better than you, and realize it, and you will improve. And I think artists and writers always improve.
Puoi parlarci dei tuoi progetti in corso e o futuri?
I am not allowed to say anything except Spider-Man is still a wonderful product. Zeb Wells is a brilliant writer. Scott Hanna is a brilliant artist, and I'm very lucky to work with those two men, including Marcio Menza, fantastic artists. So there are 3 artists on Spider-Man, and that is why it is a great title.
Ok, thank you Master for accepting our invitation. You are
È
great.
un piacere. Grazie mille. Passion for fun. Ciao, grazie mille.
Ciao.